Old people and technology.
All right, here we are, guys. Welcome to Fully Dressed. Today is January the 9th, 11:51 a.m. I am Bruce Duck. Simonis. We have Rack, Hicks, Rookies, and Louie. We are here to entertain and educate and anything else we can come up with. So we're going to talk about things that interest us, that piss us off, pique our interest, and all those other things. So here we go, guys. Welcome. This is we're gonna do something different this week. For the first 13 or 14 episodes, it was just me and Rookies. Rack and Hicks have joined along the way on a couple different episodes. And then today, for the first time, we have Louisiana Boys, or Louie. And so here we are. And this is a motley crew, I would have to say. You know, like this could get a little wild. So I hope it does. So we welcome any and all comments from all of us to anybody else. We don't judge. And here we go. And somebody's got some feedback. Not sure who that is.
I hear it too.
So, okay, I still hear it. Anybody else hear it?
You gotta use headphones.
Everybody mute their mic. Let's figure out who it is.
All right, so we are going to discuss. Traditionally we do current events, we do politics, sports, anything else that is interesting to us. So if anybody wants to go first, please let me know. We can go first. Otherwise, I will jump in and go first. Rookies, you want to go?
Whoever just unmuted is the echo.
I don't know what that feedback is. It's bad though.
Test 1, 2, 3.
It is not you, Rook.
It's either Louie or Rack because they are muted and I don't hear it.
I don't hear it right now. I don't hear Rack talking.
How about now?
No
I hear
feedback.
you.
Good.
It's Louie.
Louie, you're muted, Louie. You muted it.
That's me.
Yeah. It's like you playing Gears. You got the TV volume up, but also through your headphones. It's just getting the reverb back.
Okay.
Hey, Bruce, Duck,
Yes.
Bring up that picture. Not that one, the other one. Welcome, Louie.
I'm gonna pull right back down because I don't want to disrespect Louie.
Welcome to the show.
Man, that's an awesome that's an awesome start to a conversation right there. So who was that guy on the table right there? What was going on in that picture, Star?
That was Louisiana Boys. We were in, where did we get that? In Louisiana?
Nah, we're in Dallas.
We're in Dallas. We get together. The four of us have gotten together several times. Tennessee, Louisiana, Dallas, and we was all drinking down in Dallas one night. Let's get a tattoo. Well, we all got us a Gears tattoo right here, and Louie, he didn't take it well.
That was practically surgery for me, so it was extremely painful. And
No. How about this, Louie? How about this? Hey, I got a tongue ring while I was there. And then I couldn't talk. I left it sitting at the table at the walked right out.
Yeah, left it on the table.
Do it. Let's do it all. Let's. If I'm going in head first.
So
Yeah, and don't forget about the wrong color tattoo. Remember that?
no.
Who got the wrong color? What you mean?
No,
He
like
just got the wrong size.
Louis like, they got the wrong color. It's the wrong color. It's the wrong color. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm black.
I mean, Crown was involved in this whole situation.
A lot of crown.
Oh my God! And I
But
wasn't
after
there.
that, he couldn't talk. You know.
I was not there, so I cannot defend or deny anything. So,
Well, we're gonna add stuff to that Gears tattoo at some point. So, Duck, you can get
I'll
you
do
started.
it. I have no sense. I will do it. I will absolutely do it gladly. I'm glad to be a part of the group. I know I don't play. I haven't played in a couple years. My life is weirdly difficult at times, mostly from my own doing, but you know, so be
And
it.
this really quick. This group formed. I used to play golf online 20 years ago or so with Rackman's dad, and then we started playing Gears. And Rackman came in. Louis came in via another friend. Hicks came in from another guy, Brewer, that we used to play with, and we are the ones that have lasted through this time frame, and we've been playing together for a lot of years. People say what they want about video games, but it's like family. We got an Xbox family page. We've all been together, hanging out online and in real life. So good peeps right there. Those three fellows, really good people. Good families.
Yeah, and you suck.
I know.
Appreciate
Fully
it,
aware.
Salt. I really do appreciate it. Thumbs up.
I love you guys.
I would like to say that I'm 57 years old. I've had a great number of friends in my life that I thought were great friends, and I honestly couldn't even tell you their names right now. People that I have gone to jail for, honestly, years ago when I was a young person, stupid things, whatever. And I'm like, I don't even remember their names right now. But then you all have been around. I get Christmas messages, birthday messages, when things are going on in my family, well wishes and things like that. Like, that's what to me is like a real friendship. Even like I've never met Rack or you guys in person, but like to know that I honestly believe, and maybe I'm wrong, but if I called you all and said I need you, I honestly believe that you all would do whatever you could to get here to help me. And that to me is way different than what people say, oh, my best friend this and my best friend that. Like, I really believe that this is vastly different than what most people ever experience as having like true friendship. So that's just my little piece on that.
It's cold in Ohio. I'll go to Florida anytime.
It was cold yesterday, man. Got down into the low 70s yesterday.
Hey, we were in 60s yesterday, so it wasn't terrible. But Sunday,
Doug will be on
30
zone in the wintertime.
Well, I think this morning I looked and it was like 5-degree difference from Ohio to Florida. I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, make it colder there. Like, I have to have a reason to live here. Like, it's got to be good. So, all right. Enough of the bullshit. So anyway, I'll go first. If I can find my thing here. So we talk about the news, current events, and all that kind of stuff. So you cannot help unless you are either oblivious or don't turn the TV on or get on the internet or whatever about all the ICE situations and the crazy things that are happening right now. So this lady.
Hey, Duck, 1 second, yes, buddy. Sorry, I've got another guest that wants to say hello. This is Miss Comtech.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, I'm in my A. So yeah.
Miss Comtech, Leslie Law.
That's A. Yeah. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
Rex Mom.
Look, you always call them their own name. It's Miss Comtech.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Tater or whatever. I don't know.
That's so cool.
That's a big circle, isn't it? Small circle, I should say. Small circle, right, Brooke?
Don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Right. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay. That's pretty amazing. That's weird. So anyway, this lady, Renee Nicole Good, was shot and killed at an ICE protest. And I feel personally, when I was a kid, my dad always, he didn't say, fuck around and find out, but he would say, try me, boy. Like, try me. You want your ass beat? You like disrespect me, your mother, or somebody else when you're out of line, and find out what happens.
And just to interject for just a minute, you three guys are three working guys. Have y'all all heard of this story?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you turn the TV on, you've heard of this, or get online, you've heard of this. Anyway, this woman is a mother of three and was she is a part of this, it's called ICE Watch, which she was introduced to and trained to do these things through her son's charter school, which they claim to be a social justice curriculum in their school. So she was trained to do this. It hasn't come out yet, and I haven't seen where it is, but I'm pretty sure she was like a paid participant. And then her wife, yesterday, after all this came out, was talking about how it was her fault that she basically forced her to go down to these locations. And then she tried to run over some guy. And if you look at some mainstream media and legacy media, they're going to go like, oh, she was shot through the side and she was not resisting. She was trying to get away, get out of the way or whatever. And then you see that it was actually she was shot through the front when she was trying to run over somebody. So if you F-A, then you F-O. Like, she found out, which is so stupid. Like, it is a federal law. You come into this country illegally, then you should be taken out. Like, it's not the same thing. You should be gone. I have been blessed throughout my life to travel to many different countries. Try to go to another country without letting them know you're coming, without the proper documentation, without stating why you were there, and see what happens. You will never be heard from again, especially if it's like a third world country, Mexico, some of these other places. You will never be heard from again. So try to go into those countries without letting them know you're coming and without doing it the correct way. Like, you won't be found. So all these people that are talking about civil unrest, and like, they're causing this on their own. So this girl, unfortunately, lost her life protesting in a way that she was trained to do from her child's school. Like, her kid's school was teaching her to do this. Like, I sent my kids to school. You're supposed to teach them arithmetic, writing, English, American history, how to balance a checkbook, that kind of stuff, not how to impede federal law. So this young lady died, unfortunately, because she was coerced into this by her wife, and her kid's school taught her to be an agitator, and they paid her to be an agitator. So death is never welcome or accepted. And unfortunately, this woman paid the price. And then I read this morning where 2 people were shot in Portland for doing the same thing, using their car as a battering ram against ICE agents. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Is it's straight bullshit. Like, what the hell? What the hell? We're all American citizens. Like, for me, I'm a Republican. That's how I voted. But what I would like from my government is to leave me the hell alone. Let me live the way I live, earn as much as I can earn, be as productive as I can. Don't punish me for earning more. Don't take away my money and taxes for buying gas, buying food, paying rent, buying a house, whatever. But protect our country, make sure we're safe from all foreign bad people, and leave me the hell alone. Like that's really that's all I want from people. Is like protect us. Here's enough money to pay my dues to help you protect us and to keep us as a powerful country. Don't let others come in and screw shit up. And then that's it. But people are just going off their freaking rockers, and you're putting yourself in harm's way. And they're like, the woman, her wife or whatever she is, she was like, we were trying to get content. We didn't realize it would lead to this. I'm like, this is not.
I didn't hear that, but I expect that to be part of the story. Is they were trying to get likes and views.
She was trying to get content, and she's like, I made her come down here. This is my fault. She didn't want to. I forced her to do this, and now she's dead.
Let's go round table with some opinions. I've got a 3-minute video I want to play regarding this, but let's get everybody's thoughts real quick.
Jump in, anybody.
Hicks.
Oh, my thought is, I mean, I know you don't interfere in police business. I mean, you comply, you know, unless, from my understanding, she was there just to cause problems. It wasn't a peaceful protest. It was, you know, from my understanding, they asked her several times to move, get out of the car. And it was only when they went to remove her from the car, she decided to slam on the gas. So for me, I don't know if it was 100% justified that she died. I mean, anybody losing a life for a protest for me, is not acceptable. But at the same time, if you're going to hit me with your car, I'm going to defend myself as well. So I see both sides of the coin here. It is very tragic that she did lose her life. But could things have gone different? I'm sure they could have.
And if I could interject real quick, 2 days ago, on Wednesday, my wife had a work function. We were going to be parking at her hotel. You have to have a key card to get in, and they have employee parking. I didn't want to have 2 cars. If there's going to be drinking, I didn't want to both of us drive and have to have 2 cars come home. So I'm like, I will take you to work, and then I'll bring your car back. That way I can drive you home if you have drinks, whatever. So on the way home, I got pulled over in a school zone, and the guy was like, he pulled me over. I was, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever. Even though I was not speeding because I used cruise control and everything, which I am disputing all this, but the cops pulled me over and I was like, yes, sir. No, sir. Here's all my information. Anything else? What can I do? I could have easily been confrontational, but I was just like, I was taught from a young person, be respectful to the police officers. They ask for something, give it to them. Here it is. Thank you. Yes, sir. No, sir. Whatever. Even though I don't feel like I was wrong, I was not about to be a Renee Good. I was just like, sure. Yes, sir. Thank you. I disagree, but yes, sir. That's like, that was it. And it's not that difficult, you know, so.
Good interjection. Louis, for no particular reason whatsoever, why don't you give us your perspective?
Okay. Excuse if my mic is, you know, interfering with anything. I apologize. Like Duck said, you know, he's a Republican. I was raised Democrat. I'm leaning more or less towards independent now because, you know, everybody has an opinion. As far as the 2 agents in Oregon, I believe that was, I never seen anything saying that it was ICE. I think one was Customs and one was Border Patrol. I don't know why they were in the same car.
You're correct, Louis. You are correct. It was Border Patrol.
I don't know why they were in the same car doing a traffic stop, but, you know, it is what it is. As far as the situation in Minnesota, I feel like that interaction was more or less a trigger happy situation. Police are trained to get out of the way of travel of any vehicle. You're not going to put themselves in danger to justify having to defend themselves. I was not there, so I can't say exactly what happened, but from the videos that I've seen, it looks like she was allowing traffic to go. And whatever she said, whatever happened, they said, yeah, you're not going to go anywhere. And she decided that she wanted to go somewhere. And someone decided to put their life at risk by standing in front of the car. And when she tried to get away, you know, he put one through the windshield, two through the door. I feel like it was unnecessary, but like I said, I wasn't there. But that's just the situation we in. I don't know if she was a citizen. I don't know if she wasn't. The news was saying she was dropping off someone at school. I don't know if she was in a protest. I don't know. But what I do know is that the shooting was definitely preventable. That's all. That's my 2 cents.
All right, respect.
Yeah,
I
respect. Yeah.
want to throw in here then. Her personal life has nothing to do with it. She's on her third marriage. First 2 were men. She has 3 children, custody of one of them. That has nothing to do with it. I thought about bringing up pictures of her and her wife. I'm not going to do that because that's slanderous toward an opinion, which I don't think we should do. As far as the shooting goes, respect, Louis. I know exactly what you're saying. We don't need to be shooting protesters. This woman had a 6-year-old that was in school. Her and her wife were there protesting for whatever reason. If she was trying to simply get away, her wife was outside of the vehicle next to somebody that was filming that view that we've all seen over and over and over again, or at least I've seen because I watch way too much news. Here's an opinion that I want to, as far as the shots, were the shots necessary? After I've accumulated all the information that I've seen up to this point, and more information is going to come out, I think the first shot was justified. Shots 2 and 3, I don't know that after that first shot, shots 2 and 3 were necessary. First, I think he killed her with the first shot. Second, you're shooting at a vehicle that's on its way away when you've got, even if they are protesters or radicals, you can't risk those. But Bruce, pull up my video if you don't mind. This is a 3-minute video. Please bear with me on this. This is a guy I follow, Tim Pool, and I really like his opinion. Make sure, Duck, if the volume's not playing, let me know.
Well, I initially said that I believed she wasn't intending to hit the officer and was trying to flee, but still put the officer in fear of harm. No, I've changed my mind. I'm going to show you the slowed down footage that I believe proves this woman was intending to kill that ICE agent. Watch the officer who has his gun drawn. Look at his feet right here in the back left. Let me make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. As I pull this forward, notice his feet both slide backwards. You see his foot sliding? Yeah, he's not taking a step. He's being hit by the vehicle. Now I can already hear you saying, hold on, Tim. If you're up against a vehicle and it accelerates and it pushes you out of the way, that doesn't warrant shooting somebody. Agreed. Let's go back to the lie. Here's the officer. Here's the vehicle reversing. The officer is not in front of the vehicle. She reverses, and now he is in front of the vehicle. He initially is to the right of the vehicle. By all means, argue he should not have placed himself in this position. We're talking about seconds. Now watch this. The vehicle stops here. The wheels are pointed left. As you can see, the officer is standing right in front of the vehicle. Now watch this. Right there. You see the front tire? Watch the front tire right here. The wheels are pointed left, and she accelerates. The wheel spins out on ice. Then, with the wheels pointed at the officer, having spun out already, meaning the officer can hear the engine rev with it pointed at him, he draws his weapon. And in a second, because this is slow mode, she then begins to turn right, hitting him, and he shoots. I want to stress this again. Her front tire on her SUV is spinning out on the ice. You can see it right there. It spins on the ground. It slips. The officer, who was not standing in front of the vehicle before she backed up and pointed at him and then accelerates with her tires spinning out. And then moving forward, he draws his weapon and then the wheel turns to the right. Now, of course, people have said, oh, like she only tried to turn right after the gun was drawn. Maybe, but I'll put it like this. I don't know what her intentions were, and it's immaterial what her intentions were. But look at this. The tire spinning out and slipping on the ice before stopping. There are 2 points that I think are important. Were it not for the ice, which you can see on the ground, the vehicle would have just lurched forward, run this guy over. Seriously.
All right. And that is what has allowed me to formulate my opinion on this. I think the first shot was justified. Her wheels were spinning. The vehicle was traveling at her. They were already trying to stop her. She refused to stop, and then she was going to drive away from any interaction with the police, knowing there was a police officer in front of her. And I don't think she intended to kill him, but she certainly didn't care if she hit him. And so the first shot I get, when she goes around and he fires the second and third shot, I don't think that was necessary. But clean shoot.
Right. And I'm not a police officer, nor have I been. I do know police officers and former police officers, and I watch a lot of TV. So they say, if you pull your gun and you fire it, your goal is to shoot to kill, to stop somebody. So if he pulled his weapon out, then his goal was to shoot to kill, which he did. I've never fired a weapon in self-defense, so I can't say that I pulled the trigger once. Am I going to stop? Is this guy also apparently was, I think 5 or 6 months ago, was hit by a vehicle and drugged 30 feet or something like that.
He was one in another state that was hit and dragged. And some of y'all have probably heard that story, hit and dragged a while with the vehicle of another person trying to get away. But I don't think that's a fair argument, Duck, because if he was so traumatized by that he can't perform his job without bringing that into it, then he shouldn't have been there with a weapon.
That's a fair argument. But have you ever been into a fight where you punch somebody and they go down, but yet you just keep wailing on them because you're in the moment? I'm not justifying this guy. I'm not justifying any of it. I think it is a horribly tragic event, but
you're held to a different standard if you're a law enforcement officer.
I agree. And someone lost their lives over something that was, it's a federal law. Like, these guys are federal law enforcement officers that are being paid to do a job.
I want to get these other guys' opinions too, but another factoid that I want to throw in here is Minneapolis and Minnesota will not support ICE, and if they had local or state police there doing crowd control, this wouldn't have happened. But they chose to not support ICE, so there wasn't any local law enforcement there to keep the protesters in a safe area. Anybody else got any input they want to bring in? Does that video affect how you see it at all? If it doesn't, that's fine. Everybody has opinions. They're all right.
Rack, you messing with it?
He muted himself. I think he had to step away for a sec.
Okay. Well, I think in a situation, years ago, when say, for example, another situation where you want to follow somebody or harass them, or you don't think they belong in a certain place, and you poke and prod, and when the person turns around, you want to claim self-defense. I feel like in the same situation that happened in Florida, when you mess with somebody and they try to defend themselves or they try to flee, and you feel like your life is in danger, I don't think that should be justifiable. When you stand in front of a car, after somebody told you not to stand in front of a car, they tell you do not stand in front or behind the direction of travel of the vehicle for reasons like that. Now you feel like, okay, I could justify defending myself. I don't think that should be a reason for you to just shoot anybody. I'm going to break the rules. And then when I have to defend myself, it should be justified. I don't think that that's the situation here. I did look at the video. Obviously, you know, I'm dealing with cars a lot. The wheels did spin on the ice. The steering wheel did turn away. She's dealing with somebody pulling on a door handle, somebody standing in front of her car. There's a possibility I could not see them also. That's a weak excuse, but at the same time, he's not even supposed to be there. So, you know,
Well,
it's kind of funny with me.
leading up to it, these were the ICE agents that were trying to leave. She did let one vehicle go in front of her. She was if a police officer you said the guy pulling on the door handle, if she doesn't recognize him as law enforcement, that's on her. He's law enforcement, and they were telling her to stop and get out of the car. I think we'll see more when body cams and body mics come out. If they weren't wearing them,
they don't have to wear that. The feds don't have to wear that.
They don't.
Nah, they don't have that many interactions with civilians to where they need to justify wearing.
I will hold my breath on that. I think the ICE agents were wearing the stuff, but
They could have been. It's possible.
We'll see.
It's possible, but a lot of them they don't have.
I really think this is a setup. I think the feds are not releasing all the information. They're allowing all of this chatter to go out, and then they're going to say, okay, here's the facts. And I hope it was justified. I wish it hadn't happened. Nobody should lose their life, but promoting her as this angel person who was just trying to drive down the street, that's simply not the case.
No, and it did come out and say that she was at 2 different locations earlier in the day.
She's got one of those little ICE trackers, and she was following them around. But you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to protest.
Hicks.
Protest and riot are 2 different things to me, and you're allowed to protest.
I mean, I'm in the boat with Louis. We weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened. I mean, I hate to say it, but we're in a day and age where we can make any video show exactly what we want to show. So until we see the raw footage from wherever,
And all angles.
correct. I did see somewhere today, and I can't remember where, there was like a house cam video that's pointing. The video was she was coming from the left, so it was like the front view of the car. I didn't pay much attention this morning. I scrolled by it, but until we, I would assume those agents were telling her to stop, get out of the car, whatnot. I don't know. But then again, why was her wife outside of the car recording? I mean, there's several caveats to this. I mean, all said and done, like we've all said, it sucks. Somebody lost their life. But my thought is as well is, call me selfish, but she had a wife and children. Those are the ones she should be protecting, and not people she doesn't even know. You know what I mean? I am not going to risk my life for somebody I don't even know. Maybe one of y'all, I'll come out of the woodwork and help y'all out. But for someone I don't know that may or may not should be in the country, I'm not risking my life. I'm a CCW holder. I carry 90% of the time. I even carry at work when I'm not supposed to. And I told the president of the company, and he goes, well, if something ever happens, I'm coming to your office. I said, nope, because if something pops off, I'm getting my ass out of the building and I'm going home. I'm getting myself out safe to go home to my family.
Yeah, I agree. And I also, I'm in Florida where the laws are very different, but I carry every day. It's in my car. I take it to work, and I if you, excuse my language, you fuck around, like I will take care of myself and I will not worry about you. Like, regardless of the situation, whether you're just trying to cause a problem or whatever it might be. If I feel like I'm in danger, I will shoot. Like I will.
Pull this video up, Duck. Tell me when it's
Man,
up.
the laws in Ohio have changed recently, where now you don't even have to be certified to carry. Anybody can conceal carry, which I am against because hell, my 22-year-old shouldn't be carrying a gun
Exactly.
without some class.
I feel the same.
But
the Florida law is the same, and I'm like, I went to class.
right, I put in the time.
Yeah.
I put in the time. But also recently, Ohio changed the law. We were you had to flee. Now we're a stand your ground state. So, so everybody thought it was going to be the wild, wild west, just everybody shooting everybody, but it has not come to that yet. I think for the most part, like you said, Duck, I'll give you a chance. Like, look, leave me the hell alone, get the hell on. But if you're going to keep coming at me, if it's you or me, it's going to be you.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you see my icon on the screen here, Duck?
Yeah.
Okay. On this video, right about here is the law enforcement officer, the ICE agent. The vehicle is not this one, it's behind this one, and this is the ICE vehicle. And if you watch this, there, she hit him. You see that? He's standing in front of the vehicle. They're asking her to stop. He hit him, he fires a shot, and then the two. I don't think the two were necessary, but it's just another angle. You can pull that down. And I'm not trying to persuade anybody. I'm not trying to change anybody's opinion. Let the court sort it out.
Yeah, but at the same time, like Louis said, he shouldn't be standing in front of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, if
I mean, I'm not saying either one's right. Just
right.
I mean, common sense says you don't stand in front of a vehicle.
If you're pulled over and the police are stopping you, I'm okay with them surrounding the vehicle of a potential criminal.
I've been pulled over several times in my life, and not once have I ever had an officer stand in front of my car.
Well,
They're always off to the side, but I've never had one stand directly in front, unless my car was turned off. While my car was running, I've had him at both sides at the same time, but never in front or behind.
When I got pulled over on Wednesday in the school zone, I was going down it's a main road in front of the school, and a cop walked out into the street, and there was one vehicle in front of me. He walked out into the road in front of that car doing 25 miles an hour and just said, he pointed over to the side of the road, like, pull over here. But he walked out into the middle of the road. We were doing 25 miles an hour. I was just like, what if I wasn't looking up? What if I, for one moment, looked down, whether to change the radio or whatever? Like, I could have ran your ass over. But like that.
I mean, you just admitted to speeding. School zones are 20 miles an hour. What you mean 25? High was 20.
It's 15 in Florida when flashing. It was not flashing. So
it depends on the road. It depends on the original speed limit of the street. The speed limit is 35. School zone probably going to be 15. If the speed limit is 45, the school zone might be 20 or 25. So it really depends on the road it's on.
Yeah, it was a main side road. It was very high traffic, but it was 9:04 in the morning. The school zone is 7 to 8:30, and when flashing, it's 15. Otherwise, it's 25. He wrote me a ticket for doing 24. In a 15, but it wasn't flashing. I was just basically yes or no, sir. But it's 9:04 because as soon as I got pulled over, I texted my wife, said I'm being pulled over, just so you're aware. Before I even stopped, I texted her like being pulled over, so I would like timestamp it 9:04, and so now I'm going to court over.
All right.
But anyway,
we got peeps here, got things to do. We're probably going to be a little shorter today. Duck, let's bring this up. Let's have a different, lighter subject because we don't want to scare these people off from every. I'm not going to join their podcast, them fuckers. All right,
Who dat?
who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who dat ain't there? Who's
Lakers
going to win the
in
Super
5.
Bowl? Who? Lakers in 5.
Indiana
Kobe
Hoosiers.
MVP.
No,
All right, who we got here? Broncos on a bye. We got Steelers, Texan. Who wins that one? Just say it out loud.
Steelers.
Down Texas.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't think Rogers gonna let
No.
gonna let him get that one.
Man, it's scripted. Rogers got it.
Yeah, whatever.
gotta get that one.
Jaguars and Bills.
Bills.
Yeah,
Man, if Josh Allen doesn't win with
Bills.
Mahomes out, Lamar out, he ain't never gonna win one. It's got to be. It's got to be the Bills.
I agree with you. Patriots, Chargers.
Patriots.
That's gonna be a tough one, but I'll go Patriots. I like Drake May.
Louis.
I'm down the middle, man. I did.
All
51-49 Chargers.
Patriots.
I
have
don't know, man. I
surprised
think the
some
Chargers
people
got to
this
do that
year.
one.
Patriots have shocked some people, but I think the Chargers. I think the
Shocked
Chargers
me.
are going to come out of that one.
Yeah,
Patriots are favored 3.5.
All right, Panthers, Rams. Does anybody
Rams.
really care?
Rams. I
Rams.
think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. That's just
Rams.
me. So,
All right, Eagles, 49ers.
49ers.
Don't care.
Dang.
As long as Jalen Hurts doesn't get hurt, that's all I care about.
I traded him to you. Louis, who you got there? Eagles, 49ers.
Eagles.
I agree with you. Bears,
Yeah.
Packers.
Bears.
The Bears. It's supposed to be a snowy game, so who knows? That's going to be a. I mean, Green Bay
They
is
both-
favored
They both
by
used to the
1.5.
cold.
Yep, they're both used to cold, Louis. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I agree. I think the Packers are going to come out of there, and I think the Packers are going to end up in the Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be a Packers-Bills Super Bowl. Anybody else want to give their final?
I think
I don't think the
Rams
Packers are
gonna win
making
the
it.
Super Bowl.
Anybody think the Seahawks or Broncos are going to end up in the Super Bowl after having the first seed?
I think the
I'll tell you,
Broncos will make it.
Broncos do it, man. I'm gonna be pretty upset at Sean Payton.
Understandable. I
Uh,
think, though, that Sam Darnold was vastly overlooked last year. And then he goes to Seattle this year and has basically kicked ass all year. Not really a fan, but I think the boys played his ass off. And I think that if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, it's going to be Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you have it, folks.
And
Nah,
since we're
the
talking
Bro-
about that, we might as well talk about the college football playoffs, which Miami, surprisingly, and I am not rooting for them, but they are playing for the championship against either Oregon or Indiana. And Indiana is the losingest program in the history of college football. And that coach in 2 years, like his first year there, he took it to the playoffs. And then this year, they're number one. Like, that is absurd. But it's hard not to root for those guys. And I don't want to root for them, but it's hard not to. Like, they went from literally 0 to hero in 2 seasons. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
So we got transfer portal will do. Now you can pay players. Us Northerners, we can pay the players to play some football. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat Indy. I think they take care of Oregon tonight, and then they will take care of Miami as well. So
Yeah, I think it's going to be Indiana all day. Which
got
I
three years in a row with the Big Ten winning the championship. So fuck the SEC.
Oregon wins the next 2. You heard it here.
yeah, they were talking about
Louis,
the
any
Oregon
college
quarterback
football
being number
input?
one.
Nah, I don't follow it that much.
I heard.
Let's go LSU.
I mean, your coach's old team almost went to the
They're
championship.
not
So.
playing or whatever, but whatever.
Yeah.
LSU is trying to cause a shitstorm because they're going after that quarterback from Washington who signed a contract for his NIL deal for $4 million. And then 3 days later tried to enter the transfer portal. And they're like, no, can't do it. And Lane Kiffin was trying
Man, that
to
check ain't clear the bank yet. Let that kid do what he wants.
he signed a contract for $4 million. And then he tries to leave 3 days later at LSU. And Lane Kiffin was recruiting him. And now they're like,
These fucking coaches sign contracts all the time. Don't stop them.
I agree.
Heard.
I agree.
Bam.
100%.
So if it's
But-
good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
But he is apparently said he's
What
going
he
to stay at
said.
Washington. But anyway, I can't help but be a fan of Lane Kiffin because he's so outrageous and so crazy that it makes it fun to watch.
I was hoping Ole Miss would go to the championship just so they could, you know, he built a championship caliber team just to go to LSU.
To quit, yeah. And like me, I would have stayed there because I'd rather be a hero in that little town that
Right.
no one ever gave any kind of credit to. I would have stayed there and just, you know, what's the difference between 5 million and 6 million if you live in a place that just completely loves you, and then you leave and go to a town where they're like, win or else. So in 3 years
Right.
from now, LSU is going to be like, we haven't won a national title, you're fired. Or stay
Well,
in
my
this
thought-
town where just be okay and we'll keep you forever.
Well, my understanding, Ole Miss was going to match what LSU was going to pay him. So it's not about the money. He said it's about the recruiting of the kids. I mean, I get there's people in Louisiana that grew up that all they want to do is be a Tiger, which I get. You know, I live here in Ohio, and a lot of kids want to grow up to be a Buckeye. So I get that.
But they were they were literally building a statue of him in
Right.
Oxford, Mississippi. Like they loved him. Like I would have stayed. That's just me.
Just for the record, nobody grows up in Kentucky and wants to play for the Wildcats.
Not football.
Not football.
Yeah.
Basketball, yeah.
They have football in Kentucky?
They do have football in Kentucky, yes, sir.
I did see a hat for you, though, yesterday, Ricky, that said, make Kentucky basketball great again.
Yeah, we need that. We need that. And I like Pope. I like our coach. I liked him as a player. I like him as a coach. But man, these guys can't get their offense together.
When you
It's
have
not
kids
easy.
coming in, you play one season, like
There's
it
no
just needs to
continuity.
be what it is. It's the D League for NBA and for
I
NFL.
agree.
Like make it into
I
a minor
agree.
league.
They already got that. One LeBron down there for a while this year, hanging out with his son
We're at.
in the NBA minor league.
I think so because he was hurt or whatever.
He's
Did you
always
see the
hurt.
other day that meme they showed it said LA's big three, and it said something about 60 points, and it showed Luka 30 points, LeBron 30, Bronny 0. The big three. It was it's like kids should have played volleyball or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't follow your dad. Like look at Michael Jordan's kids. Like you can't follow that. Like just don't. Like,
Does
I'll just
anybody
be an
think
actor.
I know these Manning kids are
Browns.
trying.
Yeah,
anybody
but
think Cleveland Browns next head coach is going to be Neon Dion? Anybody?
Nah, Dion doesn't want to coach the NFL. He don't want to coach these grown ass men.
only if it's Dallas.
Yeah.
Only
I
I
if-
wouldn't even want him in Dallas.
I'd take him in Dallas. I think he's a good
That-
coach. I think he's a good leader. But
Jerry
I
Jones would get
love
off his
the-
ass and bring back
I
Al
love-
Harris for the defense.
I love Dion. So when the guy gets out, runs his 40, and then runs straight into his limo and drives away, I'm like, that's a pimp right there. Like I loved it. I'm like, hell yes. Like, why couldn't I do something like that? Like, yes, I loved it. That's great. But you know,
We have a good time, fellas. Was this fun?
it's a great
No.
time.
We need to do these one of these nights when we're all gaming.
We
Yeah.
You
can
can do that. You can do that, and we can do live
I mean-
streaming. And,
I mean, Rack would have just as much input there as he does here.
Yeah,
I know he
don't
needs
talk,
to
man.
chill out so we can have. We need a moment to talk. He needs to stop like interrupting the whole conversation. So
What's wrong with you, Rack?
And,
It's so rude.
Louis is usually the one that disappears or falls asleep.
He usually falls
He's
asleep.
injured. He's injured. He's recovering from a major life tragedy. Like, come on.
It's like,
Give him-
Louis,
Give
he's
him
still
a break.
here. He's still in the party. Yeah, Louis fell asleep.
With the headphones on.
All right, fellas. Well, I really, Louis, I'm glad you joined. I think that's awesome. I hope you join more often, please.
Yeah.
You're 100% welcome every week. We do try to do this on Fridays. If it needs to go later in the day or even in the evening, like that's totally fine. I would really love for all of us to get on here every week, and you can bring whatever you want to the conversation. Like we will talk about it. Like I just really would like for you to be on here as often as you can. And I appreciate
everybody bring a subject to the next one. Whatever.
And it doesn't matter what
it
it is. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. It doesn't matter. It could be cooking or sports or home repair, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Anything but the Saints. We don't want to talk about the Saints.
That's rude.
Who that?
I hope that Bengal bites your head off.
Big hugs, Louis. Big
Falls
hugs.
off, hits him, gives him a concussion, or even like a minor.
Don't say who hung that. It might fall off one of these days.
I hung it up. It ain't going nowhere.
You hang it up, or you have Tom hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you found the studs. We know.
I found them. I did.
Nah, he just got a.
Stud finder. That's me.
Yeah.
Nah, he just sprayed the back of his liquid nails and just stuck it up there.
He got that adhesive tape up there. It's gonna knock you in the head.
I put
It's
Scotch on there. The way it's not holding.
Mhm.
Before I stop this, years ago, Ricky's lives in Flatwoods, Kentucky, and if you go to the back of his house, like the front of the house looks like a one-story, you go to the back and it goes into the two-story with you're going to go through the sliding doors into the basement or climb up the stairs and go into like the garage area. So he was moving something upstairs. It's probably 10 years ago, and missed the step because there was no railing and fell backwards at least 8 feet, maybe 10 feet, flat on his back. Hops back up. Oh, I'm fine. No injuries. I'm fine. Until now, he's got like back injuries, back problems, whatever. He's like, I didn't even get hurt. I was like, right.
You sure that wasn't 20 years ago? I mean, Rookie's old as shit. 10 years ago, so he was still in his 50s.
He needs to go out and take a picture of this distance because
I'll do
It
that. I'll do
was-
that for the next show.
it was a huge fall. It's like, I didn't even get hurt. And I'm like,
I heard it was cobblestone or something. I thought it was in the 30s, huh?
Louis, that's what. I'll send the invites out next time. All right.
all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys joining. That was awesome. We'll do this again. Every Friday, unless we need to adjust the time. But I do appreciate everybody jumping on. And it was a lot of fun. And I think it was entertaining. And let's do it again. So I'm going to get ready to sign this off. So
Share,
This is,
like, and subscribe.
that's right. Share, like, and subscribe. Tell your peeps about it. This is Fully Dressed. I'm Duck. You have Rack, who is currently silent. Hicks, Louie, and Rookies. We're so glad you joined in. Please let us know what you want to discuss, and we will bring it on. You want to be a member of the panel? Let us know. We'll schedule accordingly. Otherwise, this is Fully Dressed. Peace out.
Peace out. Who that?
Light up.
Today.